This is Jeff Mucci with RCR Wireless News, and we are here today at South by Southwest on the final day of Interactive with Nuance Communications. Tim, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
So what brings Nuance to Austin?
So, we're exploring speech when it comes to the Internet of Things, this explosion of connected devices, and really what that means for, very broadly, how people are going to be interacting with all these devices, how people are going to be interacting with the data those devices, are putting out there, how people are going to be interacting with their world, right? And so that's what we're looking at.
Now, I met with, I think, your CTO last year at South by Vlad, and Nuance is a very engineering-oriented company, and you're a user design guy. What do you do, and how do you bring Nuance to life?
Right. So I lead a small team of designers in our consumer and mobile space. We've got user experience designers, user researchers, visual designers, dialogue designers, right? So we work with our sort of platform, our fundamental underlying technology to surface those experiences to users through consumer engagements, mobile applications, internal sort of prototypes, app store experiences where we can get user feedback and user data and just sort of understand how these speech experiences are being adopted or challenged or not adopted, and just really and feed that information back to our technology folks.
Tell me about your Android app.
Sure. So we have our Dragon Mobile Assistant Android application. It's in the App Store. It's essentially a speech-enabled personal assistant, right? So it's a standalone application. You can invoke the speech portion of it and send emails, send SMS. You can ask it things about the weather. You can search the web. You can, do all the sorts of things that you want to do, with voice, right, on your smartphone. We view it as it's a successful, consumer application. We have lots of users. We get, it's very highly rated in the App Store, but we also view it internally as an innovation vehicle, right? As our way to sort of, test and prove or challenge and iterate on a lot of the things that we want to do in speech, as a way to sort of then feed that back into our core platform, our core technology, and out to customers.
And when you moved over to Nuance and people said, what does Nuance do? What do you tell people? What does Nuance do?
So, the dry answer is Nuance is a leading speech technology company, right? But I think there's some sort of interesting, maybe more esoteric, answers that I've been able to sort of pull together in my own head, right? There's a tagline that I think is actually pretty applicable. We reduce the distance between want and get, and I sort of take that to mean speech we view as a natural and easy just sort of mechanism or input method or modality for streamlining people's behavior, what they want to do, what sort of information they want to do, and we can get it to them quicker and more naturally with speech.